It's time for the latest updates from Acala. Let's see what's been going on here. So as we can see, there have been more AUSD found in different addresses. A total of 3 billion in AUSD error mints claimed by 16 different addresses. So just that one person who had 1.2 billion was only a small portion, as we can see here. Now that it's spread across 16 different addresses, it is harder to get access to all of that and burn it. But of course, the team are working effortlessly and they will solve it. I have no doubt about it. We'll talk about that here in this short video. So we could see they've posted the details on the referendum in order to get this sorted. But if we scroll up, like just an hour ago, they've actually posted something here. Let me see if I can get it. Where is it? There we go. So there are different traces that have happened here. So a third trace was found. We had the second trace, which was posted 8 hours ago, but now the third trace was found. 176,725 DOT was sent from Acala to Polkadot by 8 of the 16 identified addresses. Of the 176,000 DOT, 41,999 DOT was sent to an exchange from one address. So just imagine, this is super risky. The fact that this has happened is scary, and this explains why the price of AUSD has gone down significantly from almost going back to its peg to dropping back to 83 cents once again. Let's take a look at this. This is actually really scary. I understand the team are working. I understand they're trying effortlessly to solve this, but this is very scary because once it's sent to an exchange, if that person has managed to sell that DOT, it's game over. You know it, and I know it. Sure, now with KYC and stuff, you can identify who they are, but imagine if they send it to like some sort of bridge, to Monero, to mask it, to, you know, to hide that transaction, they can get away with it, right? So there are definitely ways that you can get away with this without KYC, even selling at OTC at the end of the day. If they sell at OTC slowly, they can do it, especially if they spread between different addresses, which will be harder to trace. So sending it to an exchange is very scary. It is a risk, and now I can see why people are also scared with AUSD and have dropped the price once again, and it lost its peg even more, or let's say it's further away from catching up to its peg. So a bounty of up to 5% will be offered to any party who returns at least 95% of the total funds transferred out. So this is good because this is a motivation now from the team to say, look, we're not going to do anything about this and we expect you to send it back. We're making life easier for us by you sending it back, and we're also giving you a bounty, right? A motivation for you to basically send them back. So definitely good here. Once returned, no further actions will then be taken towards these addresses regarding the funds transferred from Acala to Polkadot. DOT must be returned to the official address on the Polkadot chain. We appreciate all of those who safeguarded the funds. The team continues to work with partners and contributors to trace outflows of honestly minted AUSD related transactions. Results will continuously be published. So I think this just got bigger, this issue, right? Again, not trying to FUD here, but it is bigger because think about it. Now we're into DOT territory. We're not only in AUSD territory, which the Acala team can control, or at least they could freeze the addresses or whatever, right? And then burn that. But now having DOT involved and DOT sent to an exchange is super high risk here. And unfortunately, it's going to be a hard one for the Acala team. I have no doubt they're going to eventually solve it, but it just seems like this is not only going to take a couple of days, it's likely going to be longer. Okay, so yeah, different traces here, different issues. We don't know if there's going to be a fourth trace. It is possible, but this is the situation that we've got with AUSD. 83 cents here, as you can see. Huge drop with the news from with the DOT addresses. It went to like 80. It was even 90 cents. Actually, 90 was the high today, the 24-hour high. It managed to hold quite okay here, waiting for the team to basically solve the problem and then for the peg to recover. But as you can see here, with the news about the DOT situation, the price just collapsed, and now it's trading lower. So we could expect even lower prices here. Not trying to FUD, but we could expect. I mean, there are not that many buys here. 82 cents seem to be the next one. And then 80 cents, which is quite thin. There are a few here as well. So yeah, there is a risk that this could go lower to 80 cents, unfortunately, but whoever trusts the team, whoever knows that the team is not going to give up and they're going to try their best to get this sorted, knows very well that the peg will recover. And so we need to basically trust the team. That's all we can do. We need to let the team do their job. They are professional. They're keeping us up to date. They're giving us information on the trace results. So they're not hiding anything. They're not doing anything behind the scenes to actually have a real reason as to why the price is going down for USD. So ultimately it's going down because of fear, because of people seeing something like this, which is not pretty. I'm going to say it's not pretty, right? Seeing the dot leave to go to an exchange and likely be sold for massive profit, you know, is a risk. But it doesn't mean that it's game over. It doesn't mean the team are going to give up. They're going to find a way. They're going to find a solution. You got to trust them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.